Balancing Your Multifaceted Life. February 21, 2014. We understand the difficulty of achieving balance within every part of your life when life itself is so multifaceted. In a single day, there is much for you to do and you only have so much energy to get it all done. Wouldn't it be nice to have some extra time to do that reading you have been missing, or to work on your inner self through deep meditation, or just taking a little R&R time to breathe in all the bright and lively energy that is flowing freely around you? If you had an extra day or an extra hour to do something, what would you do with this additional time gifted to you? Having a free day sounds good, but is it practical or even feasible? When you are always checking the clock on the wall or the time from your watch, you often find yourself rushing, not able to get everything done in the amount of time you have. And do you know why that is, dear ones? It is mainly because you overbook yourself. You give yourself too much to do that is above and beyond your energy and ability many times, and you find yourself feeling anxious and stressed. By convincing yourself if you had more time, you would be able to get more done doesn't help to empower or inspire you. Instead, what you need to be doing is looking at the list of things to do, honestly and truthfully, what is essential that truly needs your attention and what could be done later. It is understood there are some things in your day that must be done according to your job description, but there are things in your day that could be saved until later that could free up some extra you time. If giving yourself additional time is what you wish to do, then you will find a way, as this is always the way. When you are driven with a purpose that fills your heart and soul, then the determined side of your nature kicks in and takes over until you reach what you were aiming for. The most productive of people never get everything done in one day, but they do get done what is important and essential, and they work at the less important stuff little by little, not forgetting that the little things require attention as well, but they are able to focus on their major priorities first. Once the important stuff is done, then they work on the less important things with just as much focus. They do not try to put everything that needs to be done in 1 or 2 days, they work on it at a steady pace and get their work done when it's needed to be finished. Their energy is dynamic, strong and extremely efficient. Putting more into your day in order to lessen the amount of things you expect yourself to complete by the end of the day is not your answer, dear ones. The more you add, the more stress you are going to encounter. When you learn to minimize some of your work, you free up some time and are less stressed by the workload that could be a combination of work, personal and spiritual demands you add yourself. Managing your day, dear ones, is less about finding more time and more about being balanced among all the hustle and bustle of your day. To be balanced even when things seem to be going crazy means you have figured out how to portion your time and energy within any specific task or situation that is beneficial and less stressful and less harmful to your overall health. You know your life is out of balance when there is a part of your life taking precious time and energy from other parts of your life. In order to live a balanced life even when there is chaos, it is important, dear ones, to give yourself sufficient attention to every part of your life that you consider most important. This means your physical, emotional, mental and spiritual well-being. It is important to find ways to incorporate your creative nature into the productiveness of your day. Just because your day is busy is no excuse to not demonstrate compassion and care to others that are affected by what you do. Instead of doggedly focusing on the task that is in front of you, be aware of what is going on around you as well. Sometimes your coworker, friend or even family member may also be going through a rough day, but might not speak up. But if you are aware, you will be able to pick up on their body's energy and know you are needed. Remember, dear ones, being balanced is not just about focusing on what you are working on that is in front of you. That is a small part. Being balanced, dear ones, is taking into account everything else that is moving and flowing around you, being aware and centered, finding peace amongst the chaos. When it comes to getting things done, you have an important choice to make. You will choose quantity or quality. Quantity means you will rush everything and add more work to your already large workload and hope it meets satisfaction, whereas quality indicates you have focused, given time and care to what you have been working on. You have not been rushing, but working along a comfortable and steady pace. When you are less rushed, you are more balanced and you have the potential of increasing your level of awareness when you take the time to slow down. Remember as well that life is all about choices, and each choice you make, you are responsible for each one. And there does come a time when you are moving along your day that you need to say no, and to be okay saying no. The word no is a very powerful word. So many dear souls underestimate the power of no. Saying no is sometimes what you have to do in order to prevent adding more work and tasks to do each day. Remember, you are only one person. Your energy can only fill so much before you begin to tire and show stress. Be kind to yourself. We know you want to help everyone, but sometimes you need to help you first. To bring in good quality work, understand the steps to completing your work cannot be rushed. You are applying a great deal of care and consideration, being aware of what needs to be done that optimizes your health and overall well-being at the same time. Understand, dear ones, every time you bring something that has been done well and with great care, those around you will appreciate the efforts you applied, and what is better, you won't feel the panic or stress that often comes when you are pushing and rushing to get more done with less quality. Even though doing less in your day may take longer in some areas, in the long run you will feel more balanced and at peace with your total self. Learn to limit the number of commitments you have. If you find yourself overwhelmed by how many commitments you have, choose which ones are most important and let go of the rest by saying no. Put yourself in the mindset to be less hurried and purposely becoming more mindful and conscious of what you are doing. You won't be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor if you are too busy rushing to get through every task, commitment, and job that is on your list of things that is to be done. Give yourself the freedom found from living a less hurried life. You will be visited by joy and have less visits by tempting distractions. Being consciously aware of which activities that need to be let go will help to create more time and energy for other things that are also important for you. Part of re-establishing your priorities, remember to set aside for family and friend events that are creative and fun. Don't always choose predictable things, become more spontaneous and free-spirited. Make sure the people and things that are most important in your life know this, not just by your words, but by your actions. Finding the time to become more balanced even when your day is busy is a healthy choice, one that also includes a healthy diet and time for exercise, even if exercise is walking after dinner, walking the dog, or stretching for 20 minutes a day. As long as you are moving, your body is moving, therefore your blood is moving and your energy isn't becoming stagnant. Comprehend, dear ones, a balanced life during your multifaceted life is more than possible. There is no reason why you cannot find time in your life to relax, for solitude, to enjoy a quieter change of pace. We are sure you can come up with a dozen clever excuses, but that is all they are, excuses. A balanced life makes everything else easier to manage and equally rewarding. Take the time today to determine what would make your life more balanced, and then make an action plan that you are willing to stick to and get to work. This is your life, dear ones, and we encourage you to live each day in peace, joy, happiness, to have a life that can balance the challenges with the calm and tranquil moments when they come. And so it is. I am Ascended Master, Serapis Bey, through Julie Miller. SpiritualNetworks.com